James Madison G, Austin G, my ex-girlfriend G. I was thinking about my relationship with your mom and dad, or I guess more accurately, the lack of relationship that we had. I was trying to remember, like really think about it. How many sit-down conversations did I have with your mom and dad combined? Not a lot. I'd be surprised if I got beyond two hands, counting the number of times that I had meaningful conversations with your parents. And considering how long we went out, kind of odd in a lot of ways. And I don't think they disliked me per se. Well, towards the end, I know for a fact they didn't like me. But for a while, I don't think that they disliked me. I think they just weren't supercharged that we were growing up together. Some of the things that we were doing. I mean, obviously I had girlfriends before you, and I was your first, and I don't take that for granted. I'm fucking blessed beyond words that you trusted me enough to be your first. I'll just say your first boyfriend. Let's put it that way. And I don't think they were supercharged about some of the things that they thought or knew might be going on. And look, I can't blame them. If I were a parent, and those are the things that I'm, my daughter particularly is kind of growing up, and her boyfriend, and they might be promiscuous, and virginity, and all these types of things, especially with your mom, and how religious she was, and how she made, and I don't mean to laugh, but you and I laughed about it, so I feel okay laughing. How she made you start seeing a preacher every week, I guess, to confess your sins. And you know how I felt about that. I went to one of those fucking sessions with you, and I felt like that joker really just wanted to hear what type of sexual stuff you were doing. Like, fuck all the, hey, your boyfriend, girlfriend, and you're, growing up, and religion, and how are your grades. Like, none of that. It felt like he wanted to know what we were doing in the bedroom, and that was a little creepy for me. But anyway, the lack of relationship that we had, I was actually talking to Donnie, my friend Donnie. We reconnected after, almost 30 years, and we were reminiscing, and I started laughing, because, he dated Shannon for a while. They went to junior prom together, if you remember Donnie. And I had more of a relationship with Shannon's mom, had more conversations with Linda. She knew me far more than your parents knew me. And that was just really, really different. And then Donnie and I started laughing towards the end of the relationship you and I had, how you and I had to sneak around. I don't remember your parents forbidding you from seeing me, but I know that we had to lie, cheat, steal, whatever you want to call it, for you and I to spend time together. If we were going on a double date with Donnie and Shannon, or you and I were going to try to see each other, especially if we were going to try to spend the night with each other or whatever it is, you had to lie to your parents, pretending that you were going out with Shannon or your other friends, or you were going to spend the night over a friend's house, whatever. And I had to kind of go around my elbow to pick you up down at Shannon's house, or a few houses down, or when I was dropping you off, same thing. I couldn't pull up in front of your house. A few times I did if it was super late, but yeah, it was just, and then tied to that, yeah, we broke up, and I think back sometimes, and I regret it, but I can't regret it at the same time, because if you and I didn't break up, I never would have met, well, I would have met her, but I might not have gone out with Kid. She's the best fucking thing that happened to me. So I can't regret that part of it, but I do wonder sometimes what would have happened if we hung in there. Like, if we just kind of forced ourselves to make it to summer, what would have happened? I wouldn't say we would have gotten married. Who knows how long term it would have been. But I do think about that. What would have happened if we forced ourselves to hang in there and make it until that summer, because I have a few of those letters. I still have them. A few of the letters you sent me after we broke up, and we both were a little devastated. I was in love with you, and from the letters you sent, the things you told me then, you were in love with me. And one of the letters in particular, it still brings a deep smile if I, go up in the attic and pull it out or whatever. You talk about how much you miss me and how you're not okay without me and how badly you miss our conversations. And, I did too. And, like I said, I can't regret it but so much, because I wouldn't have fallen in love with Kid if you and I didn't break up. But, sometimes I think about what would have happened.